Hey up! So, it's Wednesday morning and it's the pull-ups. So this is the move that I've had most trouble with so far. But last time I did beat the previous one, but I didn't beat an earlier one. So my best result so far has been 9 sets of 5 and a 4. So this one, last time it was 6 sets of 5. Then it went 4, 3, 3. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm looking at it, I probably... Yeah. So last time was 6 sets of 5, 4, 3, 3, which was 9 sets. So, don't know why I did 9 instead of 10. Unless I've written it down wrong. But that's what it says. 6 sets of 5, 4, 3, 3. So I'm going to beat that, hopefully. Then after that, last time I did 3 sets of seated row. It was very heavy, I only got a few reps. But I'm going to expand that to 5 sets today. And then after that, it's the kettlebell squat. Okay, and the kettlebell squat, I've just created a cycle for it. So it's going to be first part. I've got to work up to 20 sets with it. So previously on the squatting, I've only been doing 10 sets, and most of those have been very easy. Well, half of those have been a ramp up using lightweight. So there's only 5 hard sets previously. But now I'm going to move up to 20 sets on squats. Take them seriously. The same as the swings, snatches, clean and press. Pretty cool day today. I mean, it's all relative, isn't it? But you know, compared to what we've had, this is a cold one. Quite bright though, so it might warm up. So it's early in the morning, really. About 9 o'clock. I say quite bright. Probably improve. Okay, so that's 2 down. So I need at least 6 to get even. Yeah, it's quite surprising because on the dips I feel like it's coming on really nicely. And that's another bodyweight move, isn't it? But anyway, we'll see how it goes first before we analyse it. Might go well. Who knows? That's 3. Full. can slightly feel it on the elbow, but it's much improved to what it was a few weeks ago. Okay, not hard enough. Okay, I need one more to equal last time. But I remember last time this set was really hard, so let's equal it. Then maybe get 3 sets of 4 sets after this. So last time I only did 3 sets for some reason. Come on. Okay. It was hard, but that's 5. I don't know if I've got another set of 5 in me. That's just equal to last time. So last time I then went on to get 4, 3, 3. So I don't know if I've got another set of 5 in me. We can only see. No chance. 4. Yeah, stagnant. Don't know why. Okay. Let's see if we can get another 4. At least improving somewhere. I've tried a different approach, I think, to these. If we get another 4, that's a beat. We'll call that 4. Very hard though. Okay, so last time I only did 1 more set and it was a set of 3. So I think if I get 2 sets of 3, I can say that I just improved slightly, but not much. Okay, that's 3. Another set of 3. So I'm going to guess but each of these sets is too difficult. I think I'm going to start doing sets of 4. So I'll alternate sets of 4 with sets of 5. So these are sets of 5 obviously. So I'm going to keep that up, but I'll alternate it 4s one day, 5s the next day. See if that helps. Okay, 3 more. 3 more, that's it. Slight improvement if I get another 3. Okay, fairly easy. That's easy 3. So, yeah. So I have a 5 day and a 4 day. Okay, so that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sets of 5, 2 sets of 4, 2 sets of 3. Previously it was 6 sets of 5, 1 set of 4, 2 sets of 3. So a very, very slight improvement, but not much in it really. Nothing to write home about. So, seated row. Now last time I did these, you know, it was just convenient. You know, there's 40 kilos on the pulley, so I put another pair of 20s on to make 80. Just convenient, but it's too heavy really. And I got 4, 3, 3. So hopefully this time I can get 5. Oh, I should put some chalk on really. Don't matter, leave it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Quite nicely. 5 felt relatively easy. Let's grab a bit of chalk. Grab a bit of chalk and adjust the camera. So hopefully another set of 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, definitely. 2 sets of 5. So, I said last time was 4, 3, 3. So far it's 5, 5, 4, which is obviously going forward. So let's get another set of 4, I think. So I think these are 10 sets of chins and 5 sets of rows. I won't go any more than that because I want to really up the volume on the squatting. Okay, last set, probably get 3. That'll be fine. That'll be good stuff. So one last set. So these are going to stay at 10 and 5. I'll just knock the hell out of the squats on volume front. Good. So 5, 5, 4, 4, 4. Good stuff. All on EMOM. I said the pull-up protocol doesn't seem to be very successful. I mean, there was a very slight advance. But as I say, I'll try doing sets of 4s, alternate with sets of 5s, see if that works, see if it's any better. Okay, so what we're doing now is squatting, and for that I'm going to go indoors. So this is going to be the beginning of a big volume splurge on squats. So previously on squats, it was on an EMOM, yeah, a 1 minute timer. So that made it very, very difficult. So I did, when I can find it at some point, no idea where they're going. Oh, sorry. So body weight, it was 10. 16 kilos, 18 kilos, 20 kilos, 32 kilos, all sets of 6, and then it went 32 kilos, 5, 5, 5, and then 32 kilos, 6, 6. So in effect there was 6 sets with 32, averaging just over 5 reps a piece. So this time round, the idea is up to 20 sets of 3 with 40 kilos. So upping the weight to 40 kilos, pair of 20s, and I'm trying to get sets of 3. Now, how many I will get remains to be seen. But this particular cycle, it's going to use 3 different weights, so 40 kilos, 32 kilos and 48 kilos. So I've got a new pair of 24s. It's going to use those 3 weights, but to start the cycle proper, I've got to get up to 20 sets with 3 at 40 kilos. So this is almost like the prequel, building up to 20 sets, which I've got no idea what it will be like. As I said previously, I did sets of 5 with 32, but it was on an EMOM. Now these I'm going to do on a 2-minute timer. So this is going to be a big, long, drawn-out affair. If I get, the ultimate is to get to 30 sets. So if I can get to the end of the cycle, which is a big if, but we're going to try it obviously. The end of the cycle. Okay, no, middle of the cycle. Midpoint of the cycle works up to 30 sets of 3 with 48. That's the middle, 30 sets. But the end of the cycle is 20 sets of 5 with 48, which is obviously a lot harder if you think about it. 30 sets of 3 compared to 20 sets of 5. But it could be a point where I'm doing an hour of squatting if it all goes to plan. You never know until you try. So, I mean, I'm thinking even a 2-minute timer is going to be hard. In fact, I'm going to put a chest strap just to have a look at the heart rate. So obviously, if I'm using a 2-minute timer and the heart rate is sort of like redlining, I'm not going to keep that up for an hour. I just want to check that. Heart rate strap. So I'll get that on there. Set up the watch. Messing about. But yeah, I think in this case I do need to know the heart rate. And if it does skyrocket the heart rate really high, I'll probably make a more generous timer. GPS. Okay, let's see what else can go wrong. So I'll do a quick warm up with 20 kilos. I mean quick. Oh, horrible. So 3 reps with 20 kilos. I'm sure this first set is going to feel absolutely difficult. You know, you think, you know, it's 40 kilos, yeah? You know, you think, okay, I mean, that's like a third of the weight I was using on the bar for 5 reps. But even so, it's a different movement, it's a different positioning, hitting different muscles, or emphasising different muscles, let's say. So I'm pretty sure this is much more quad dominant. Yeah, you just can't use your lower back to the same extent. Yeah, just a different movement. You have to learn the movement. So, you know, strength doesn't just come from meat. It comes from the nervous system. You know, and that's where the practice comes in. You know, it's your nervous system learns to fire the muscles correctly, the most efficient way. It tunes into the movement, which takes practice. So it's not just a case of, you know, more meat. Eventually, you know, more once you've tuned in the nervous system to the full extent, then it is more meat. Okay, let's see if we can get 3. This will be horrible to begin with, but we'll get there. Yeah, it's still so heavy. Hopefully the next set will feel better. So my plan is just to keep doing this until I get to 20 sets. Then I can follow the rest of the cycle that involves other weights. So it's sort of like fluctuating between heavy and light. But it's always progressive. Every session, if you calculate the tonnage, so you know the sets times the reps times the weight, every session goes up. So the total tonnage of the session is not waving up and down. It's just going up. But how you get that total tonnage, you know, how many sets, how many reps, what weight, that can vary a lot. Okay, so the heart rate looks like 112. So that's like zone 2. That's like very moderate jogging, 112. But I'm sure it's going to go up, isn't it? You know, that's just one set of 3. But I think, you know, realistically, you need to be recovering down to sort of like 120s or so. Okay, might have been slightly easier maybe. Yeah, look at the heart rate, flies up, doesn't it? It's a very low squat as well. So when I was using the barbell, you can see that there's a bucket and a plate. When I was using the barbell, sometimes I was using bucket, plate, brick, and sometimes just bucket and brick. But this is a good inch or two lower. I can imagine if I got to 30 sets on this with a pair of 24s, that would be a mega session, wouldn't it? That would be a real endurance test. Okay, so we're down to a reasonable heart rate. Yeah, obviously there's no belt involved, which for me, squatting the barbell, I've become very dependent on the belt. I ditched it for the deadlifts. I used to use the belt religiously on squats and deadlifts, but I ditched it on the deadlifts, and I figured that, yeah, at least doing deadlifts without a belt, if there was any core development to be had from it, I would get it. But as I read, anyway, from what I can make of it, you know, wearing a belt does not detract from your core development in squatting. You know, you're still using the core wherever. You know, it's just adding support. It's not taking away the action of the core. It's just adding support. But I think when you're doing this sort of protocol, when it's all about volume and breathing and heart rate, then the belt, you know, it's going to become an impediment. It's going to stop you from breathing. You know, it's going to feel horrible. So yeah, it'll make the lifting easier, but the breathing harder. What's that for? As I said, last time squatting was only 10 sets total, and most of those sets were, well, half of those sets were ramping up to the top weight of 32 kilos. So really, it was warming up to 6 sets of 5 or 6 on 32, whereas these are all sets of 3 on 40 kilos. So I reckon if I get 10 sets, that'll be a decent start. But I'm going to see how it feels when I get to 10, obviously. See how it feels. Yeah, I mean, these are only sets of 3, so, you know, eventually, you know, you get sets of 6. I think sets of 6 are the highest sets, yeah? So, no, I've got planned it 26 sets of 7 with 24 kilos. So that's a bit like, you know, these are obviously 24 kilos is light. But that's the highest in terms of reps. Sets of 7. If I can get the cycle started, I need 20 sets of these first. I would say my main issue with squatting is bad knees. You know, that's the reality of it. I think my knees hold me back. And it's not a case that you can't squat, but you can't squat without, I don't know, pain, let's say. So it's and I generally find, that as you move through the sets, the pain it improves. It doesn't get worse, it improves. But it just seems to take a long time to warm up. And I do really like wearing sleeves, but I've also heard that wearing sleeves, you know, it's actually harming the knees. It's stopping the natural movement. You know, it's compressing everything, so everything's sort of like, you know, rubbing up against each other in the knee area. So I'm not terribly, you know, I don't think sleeves are the worst thing. You know, obviously people wear knee wraps, and I think they're far worse, because the knee wrap is so much tighter. Yeah. Whereas the sleeve is quite a gentle compression. But yeah, still have its negative. Okay, 3 reps, come on. Nice. Get in there. Yeah, 10 sets on this today, I think. Call it a good start. So at least I got the pair of 20s on the go. So that's a progressive advance using the pair of 20s. So I don't need to get it up to 20 sets, but I don't have to do it in one go. 10 sets today, I think. That's a decent beginning. And then I've still got a load of swings to do. And the swings are going to go fairly heavy as well. Now, so my swing, I've actually got a swing cycle made up. Yeah, it's 20 sets of 10 at 30 kilos, so that's quite light, but sets of 10, that's hard. 20 sets of 10. That'll have me, you know, that's on an EMON. That'll have me doubled over for sure. Seven sets. So yeah, I'm just looking in advance at, you know, I'm curious now on the swing. So last time on the swings was 20 sets of 7 with 40 kilos. This time it's 20 sets of 10 with 30 kilos. Okay, the end result of the swing cycle, should I complete it, is 20 sets of 9 with 50 kilos. Now, I can imagine that day, that'll be crucifixion day. I don't know. You know, maybe you got, maybe if if the program works, assuming that I ever get there, but if it works, maybe it just feels like one little step forward. Maybe it doesn't feel, but look at it from afar. The end result, 20 sets of 9 with 50 kilos. Jesus. Whew. Anyway. Okay. Back to the squatting. So I've done 7. I'm going to do 3 more. Call that a beginning. 9 in the sand. Something to beat. Okay, I don't know why that felt hard. 8, 2 more. Yeah, I keep saying, you know, the thing about this approach is that it should all feel quite manageable. It should not feel that, you know, that any particular session or moment is killing you. Now, that's not to say that, you know, it does get hard. But it never feels the same as sort of, for example, 5 rep max on a deadlift, 5 rep max on a squat. You don't get that feeling. You know, you do your set, your initial sets. Okay, the first set's always hard. It's, you know, if you go any cold, you know, regardless of how you warm up, the first set is going to be, you know, it's going to get you. But you know it's doable, and then every set is just a repeat. So you never feel, you know, there's something horrible waiting for you. Everything feels quite, I don't know, workmanlike, which is what it's supposed to be. This is supposed to be like doing, you know, hard manual labour, let's say, that sort of thing. It's a bit harder than most, isn't it? I mean, you know, I'm not knocking manual labour, but you can do, you know, what you can do for 8 hours is not the same as what you can do for 1 hour. Okay, nice big breath helped. Only got 1 to go today, so you know, I'm sure I could do more, but you know, it's picking your battle, isn't it? Strategy. There's no point in going all out, balls to the wall and not being able to repeat it consistently. You know, I don't want to burn out. That's the idea. So I think, you know, on all these movements today, so chins or pull-ups, I don't know which one they are, you know, parallel pull-ups or parallel chins, whichever you call them, seated row and squats. I think they've all advanced somewhat, you know, not a lot, but not a lot is good enough. So I've got no doubt that, you know, I could do more sets on this today, but I'd rather take my time about it. You know, I'm pretty sure it'll come to a point whereby it is really, really hard to do the next set. Hard to do the advances, but not today. So I'll do this set of 3, and that's it. Just do 4 for the fun of it, but I'll mark it off as a set of 3. Okay, I'll call that 10 sets of 3. Yeah, good stuff, definitely. That was doable. So now I've just got to get it up to 20. So next time, get at least 11 sets or 12. See how it goes. Okay, bye.